part where it's like.
Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, I've pressed the wrong button, so people didn't hear your first part. Do you want to say what you said again, just for the? Because I think it's worth saying again.
Part where it's like blah.
I like that part too.
More like the part where it's like.
That part. You hear yourself, don't you? You hear yourself.
I do.
I know.
Definitely do.
What is happening? I thought I fixed this.
And you have the weird chat up underneath the thing.
Okay. So here's the thing. You're not gonna hear yourself right now. That is great news. I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna load. Brandon, how was your week, Brandon? How have you been in the past 7 days until this exact moment when I have asked you this about 7 times 24? Anyways, how has it been? Oh. Yay! That means something, folks. Love the moms. Was it for Mom's Day? You did it for... It was a day for the moms. Let's give it up for the moms. I don't have audio. Hold on. Those people are cheering for the moms. They're very excited for the moms. That's the only crowd noise I have. When... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Discord or OBS switched. It switched the ding dang windows. Oh my gosh, folks. We are just all sorts of out of whack. Give me 2 seconds. We're gonna fix this, folks. I swear to gosh. Oh boy. Here we go. That's the proper one. I knew something was wrong with the stream, but I was so focused on the audio all of a sudden that I got... Now, can you say something real quick?
Yo boy!
Oh no.
Oh, God, there I am again.
There you are again, but people couldn't hear you before, which is very unfortunate. I feel like the last minute's just a wash. Give me 2 seconds. Why is this happening?
That's a shame.
Okay, go. Say words.
Words and things and stuff. What
Alright. Do you hear yourself?
So on. No, I don't.
Okay. People can hear you. I am so sorry about that.
That's alright. You know, I don't think I'm particularly, like, someone who needs to be heard by any means, so it's fine.
Brandon, don't put yourself down. Don't be like that.
Don't talk about yourself like that.
What you talking about?
You're like, hey, don't talk about my co-host that way.
Yeah, I swear to fucking God, if you tank this show because of these things you have to say, I will get someone after you, okay? We have it in the DrawBomb budget. I've looked it up. Okay?
We can afford a hitman?
We can afford a guy.
You must be doing
know.
very well. Who can kill someone?
I can find people who need money bad. I know where they are.
Are you one of them?
No. No.
Oh. No. Sorry. I didn't mean to assume that you needed money bad.
I mean, look, I do, but, like, not enough to, like, murder.
Not enough to murder me?
Not enough to murder you for insulting yourself.
When you... If this show tanks because of self-deprecation, then we were off the air a long time ago, I think.
I think so. I think this show never made it past 5 minutes of episode 1 because I'm pretty sure we came in just hating on ourselves. We're our worst critics. Like, nobody watches us, and our Rotten Tomatoes score has 2 negative reviews. We're certified rotten.
Certified dookie.
We're poo-poo. Poo-poo caca.
We're so rotten that we have fertilized something else by now. And that's rotten too.
That is rotten to the core. Brandon, the question that 98% of podcasts hosted by white men ask: what form of media have you interacted with in some manner or other this week?
We're not there yet. You're speed running the show.
I'm
I didn't ask you how your week was. What?
Oh my gosh! Well, who cares about how my week was? It doesn't even matter.
Wow, we already got some of the VIPs in the chat. We got Xenu, Spellbell, Rocket, Leviathan, Dan. Welcome. Xenu says schnoz, and Bellbell Rocket says, "Holy shit, that nose." Yeah, I'm proposing a design change for the DrawBomb. What do you think?
Yeah, we give them all noses.
I feel like it's the one thing they've been missing, honestly. And there's a lot of comedy that we could do based on smelling that we just couldn't do before. The characters clearly were unable to smell, and I don't know what this bit is.
I'm trying to save you, but I was actually wondering where you're going with that. Oh gosh.
I don't know.
Anyways, Brandon, how was my week? Is what you're asking? You're asking how was my week?
How was your week?
Oh my gosh, it happened.
Yeah.
I paid off a student loan.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great. Like a full one?
I dropped 2 just enormous payments from my paychecks that I had saved down on these student loans because I was like,
you smacked them.
Fucking tired of these ones, and it was the highest interest rate one with like the lowest like overall payment. So I was just like, bam, get this shit out of my life. And it's gone through today, I believe, or it is going through. I hope it's gone through by this point. That's when I scheduled it. But yeah.
Congratulations.
1 down, 5 to go. Woo!
You have been unsaddled, unyoked. You are free to run.
I'm a man unchained.
You could do anything now.
Man, the world is my oyster.
Oh boy.
Freedom? Pay off 5 more loans.
Hell yeah. There's a guy that knows what he wants.
Oh yeah. But you know, that shit's done earning interest. And then
that's cool. That's actually great. I mean, all jokes aside, that's awesome.
Yeah, it feels a little good. Feels like a 5th good.
It feels good and bad. It's like
it does. It hurts.
It's like escaping from a scam. Like, well, at least they're not scamming me anymore, but it sucks that I got scammed.
Oh man, I'm so happy that I've paid off my scammers.
Yeah, I'm glad I was able to successfully get that Google gift card to those people that called me
on Steam
and let me know that the government was after me for some nondescript reason and needed Google Play gift cards in order to clear my
I paid off. I'm paying off my next student loan in a Counter-Strike skin. That's what I'm gonna do through the Steam store.
Somebody, I got blackmailed and I've managed to finally settle my debts that were created by the blackmailers.
Yep, I'm holding on to this common knife skin that I paid $2,500 for, and I'm just waiting on the person to like put the money in my Steam store.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I mean it's one of several Counter-Strike skins that I bought that I'm currently awaiting the return on my investment for. You know what I mean?
Sure.
It's gonna pan out. It's gonna pan out.
Yeah, it's kind of like Beanie Babies. How much Counter-Strike do you play these days?
No, I have not touched Counter-Strike since they released 2, and I played that for about 3 hours.
It's only an investment. You only play the investments there, right? You don't actually play
the fun is in the picking and the choosing.
Yeah. It's like going to the casino, except you're just in a dark room by yourself and there's no like food or drinks or people or fun. It's just like that.
Yeah. Well, I did get to go to a party, sort of, which was college. But the thing is, whereas a lot of colleges are like a party, from what I have just heard from people I've existed with in life, this college was not a party and was in fact like I had to work a lot to get through.
I don't think there are art schools that are a party, right?
No, well, that's the thing is, like, when I talk to the people who are like, like they describe their college experience as just like a 4-year party, which sounds great. They're like, oh yeah, I went to school for business, and I'm like, this all is making a lot of sense to me now. How this works out.
It's no fair. They get to party, and then people hire them after college
and pay them money, and then when they get rich enough, it's just a party all over again. It's like they live like, hi, yeah, I came here to Mad Men College. Where do I get to have sex with the women while drinking alcohol and trying new drugs out? Oh, over there. Thank you very much. Okay, have a good day.
That's what the college courses are like. You go in there, you sit at your desk, you grab a crystal decanter of whiskey, you pour yourself a glass,
okay, class,
a cigarette, and then class begins.
Here's how you close a Here's how you close a business deal. So first things first, you have to outdrink them. Now, if you can't do that, you have to make sure you outfuck them. And if you can't do that, well, you've got to do more drugs than them. Okay? Any questions? Yes? No, you have to fuck more then. That's what you do.
People, write this stuff down.
Yes.
You're gonna want to be writing this down.
Okay, okay. Yes, what's your name, sir? Mr. Draper? Yes, okay. Well...
Is that actually your name, or are you just
like, yeah, I was trying to think of that. I was trying to think of that joke. Thank you for closing the loop on that.
I'm here for you, man.
Thank you.
Gotcha.
Should we... Do you have any other jokes? No, I was just going to read the chat, but I don't want to...
Oh, no, I didn't have any jokes yet.
I feel like, yeah. Anyone who wants to beat this dead horse in a little bit further? You want me to...
I think we did it. I think
we killed it.
All the jokes that were available to us have been squeezed dry.
And we were self-deprecating about it too. So we've really we've come full circle. I don't know why I'm drawing a giant birthday cake. I just drew.
I'm drawing a DrawBomb with a big gross nose. So who knows?
I'm gonna draw tissues. I'm gonna embrace the format here. Last week we didn't mess with each other's drawings. Now that's just what I'm doing. Allowed to.
Oh no, he's. Lotus Clock says, "Look, Brandon drew a nose and attached a character to it." You're actually right. That is 100% what happened. Are you supposed to say $2,500 or $2,500?
It's however you want to say it.
They mean the same thing, right?
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You know what I mean?
As long as people understand you, then language has served its purpose, right? I don't know.
Exactly. I think
either way.
I think you can say $2,500 to mean one thing, but if you say $2,500, I think I guess I'm talking about myself. I am sort of stressing how much money it is, whereas $2,500 feels more like a statistic. It feels more casual, I guess. Yeah, when you say $2,500 compared to $2,500 or $2,500.
25 has the number 25 in it, which is bigger, and then 2.5 is a smaller sounding number. So I'm not sure that
this is true. I don't know. Good point. Language is such a complex thing. Let's discuss this further.
An interesting thing to talk about too.
Yes. Why don't we?
Thing about language.
Boy, I wish we had like some kind of linguistic expert or.
Linguini?
Yeah, I wish we had some guy who made linguini on here. We're like, hey, Mr. Man who makes linguini, like, what's your thoughts on the nature of words? Well, I think language is a very complex. You see, when I make my linguinis.
I have lots of time to think while I make the linguinis.
And I ponder linguini and linguistics. Where do these words come from?
No one knows. No one knows.
Oh, man. Oh, boy. What am I going to do with this birthday cake? I'm going to turn it into a robot? This is doodling. Folks, this is how you doodle.
It says, don't forget the most important part of business class, snorting cocaine off of boners. Yeah. That's part of it.
Gonna happen. You gotta do it. Don't ask me. They cover that in class, okay?
You know, I'm not a business major, so I can't fully explain why it's necessary, but I do know that it is, you know, an important part of the bigger picture.
Is it racist when Ian does this voice? Probably.
I
am Italian, but like okay, I'm 25% Italian, and like I don't know. That's enough. Is that enough to you?
I have no Italian in me, and I do that voice sometimes. So like, okay. I think you definitely get the pass, right?
I don't know. I don't know. I do it a lot. I do the voice a lot. I feel like Mark from Auntie Donna.
I'm just doing a Mario. That's all. I'm just doing my favorite Nintendo character, Mario.
I don't know. Is Mario racist? Because he's technically a Japanese character.
But the guy who does the voices, or used to do the voice, was Italian. Chris Pratt, I don't think has a... I think, yeah, whatever the guy's name is, I think he did. I think he was Italian.
Mr. Mario?
Mr. Mario himself.
Yeah, Colonel Mario.
But Chris Pratt, I don't think he has a ethnic background. I don't think he is anything. He's kind of like water flavored.
What does that mean? What if he was like, I'm actually Hungarian?
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he's from anywhere. I think he's just like vanilla, I think, has too much flavor to describe him.
He's just white American cheese.
Yeah. He's like American cheese, like, you know, he's like a Kraft single.
He is, Kraft single. Yeah, Kraft single is actually a great way to put it. He's been just so processed.
People like to come for Chris Pratt. I mean, I'm right here attacking him right now. It's funny. I used to like him quite a bit. Now I'm just kind of like, it's more, not so much like a disdain. It's more of a just boredom of him.
He's in everything. Like, it's like,
I don't think he's like, for how much he's in stuff, I don't think he is interesting enough.
No.
He was fun as like small comedic roles, but then when I started having to see him over and over and over and over, I realized how kind of uninteresting he was to me, you know.
I mean, I think
like we're talking about a human, and I'm just like, this guy exists. He's just a guy, but I'm like, his existence bores me. I'm attacking him hard. No, I'm just saying, seeing him on the screen in every single thing, I'm just like bored of him.
I think the Hollywood machine just bores me. I mean, I think...
Yeah, that's fair. It's probably not his fault. I mean, I would take all these jobs if I were him.
It's like, you know, a Kraft single is like a gross product cheese. It's just like so processed and made by a machine. It's like the most made by a machine gross cheese I can think of. Like, I don't want to touch something that's touched a Kraft single.
But they sell a fuck ton of it.
They sell a bunch, and people are like, I love Kraft singles. And the thing is, like, I hate Kraft singles, but like I also hate the machine that makes the Kraft singles. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, the machine's just trying to make a living, you know?
Yeah, that
it's
machine.
A living.
It's like a giant bird.
A fucking bird. Plastic cheese.
I mean, it's just like it's like eating a bunch of garbage and then like regurgitating it for a bunch of baby birds, but the baby birds are just like these little grabby machines. I think we make them birds because of the dishwasher. I think is the one that says it's a living, and the dishwasher is a bird.
I think that was a running joke on Flintstones. It was multiple things. Like it was the
creatures, same bird.
All their appliances were different. Creatures.
Oh yeah.
Oftentimes birds.
It was very often birds, but like I think one of the more famous
birds
ones.
were the hardest working creatures in the Flintstone universe. I'll say it right now.
They work hard. They're making the tablets. They're making the hole punch things. They're the dishwasher. Again, they're the dishwasher. They're the fucking toilet sometimes, and they're like, poop in my mouth.
It's a living. Are they paying you? Are they paying you, or are you like an?
I guess they're probably feeding them at least, right?
Poop.
Well, I don't think there's actually a poop toilet bird.
Oh, okay.
That's my next band, by the way, is poop toilet.
For that, right? You can just people have been shitting in holes for a long time.
Shit in a hole, and then I don't know. But the bird will be like the sink.
Yeah. Does he spit on your hands or something?
Thanks, bird. Why did you draw a metal dick to the cake? Says Lotus Clock. I'm trying to draw a robot walker thingy.
Cake robot?
I'm turning it into a cake robot, yes.
Can't wait for that to be a real thing.
I know. I don't know why it's a cake robot.
We'll get there one day.
I truly don't know why it's a cake robot.
Ian, what are your feelings on cake?
I like it.
An event and someone brings out a cake. Are you excited? Do you feel nothing? Are you disgusted? How do you feel about cake?
Here's the thing. I love sweets.
Yes.
But
I do know this about you.
Cake can be very heavy sometimes, and a heavy sweet is a commitment.
That's true.
And
especially as you get older.
Especially as you get older. So every time cake is served, especially if it's a surprise, I'm like, and they're like putting it in front of me, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck, like I want to be thrilled to have this cake, but I'm also just like, how heavy is this cake gonna be, and how much? What am I in for? What am I in for here? Like, how sweet is this? How heavy is this gonna be?
Get that cake on a scale immediately. I need to know what I'm dealing with here.
What? I'm gonna take a test bite, and I swear to God, if I start to feel like I have to poop, it's over.
It's not even your birthday. You don't have to have it anymore. Stop being so mad about the cake.
I'm not mad about the cake. I'm just like trying to be polite. It's like I feel like.
No, I know.
You can't. It's an insult if somebody brings you food and you're like, no, thank you. You know. I feel like
I don't think that applies to dessert as much.
I think that's true because. I think it's true because, you know,
if it's like everybody's sitting at a table and you bring out a cake, that's a different thing than
if you were like
a party and there's a cake there.
If you were like, I'm on a diet, I think people would be understanding though. But you know, if I'm not on a diet, I'll fucking prove it by whatever I've eaten before the cake.
Yeah, they're like, I saw you eat your main meal. Like, you cannot lie to me about your diet.
You are not on a diet, sir.
You ate 4 portions.
Yeah. Look, it was good chicken. But I don't know. Cake gives me a bit of trepidation before I dig in. But I love cake.
I turn down cake at most times that it's offered to me. I'll turn down cake. I'm not crazy about cake. I'm not okay. Sweet. I don't have a big sweet tooth. In general,
you don't have that sweet
tooth.
But cake
is probably my least favorite. There are amazing cakes, don't get me wrong, but most of the time it's like a sheet cake. It's like that weird, like, I don't know, sugar toothpaste frosting. It's just cake. I'm not crazy about it. I usually skip it. I'll sometimes dig into the ice cream if there's ice cream on the side, but a cake, I usually pass on that.
That is fair.
Most times.
I usually do. I will very seriously assess the cake options, but most of the time I do not take the cake. I don't.
Chat, I definitely need to hear some opinions on how you feel about cake.
How you feeling about cake, folks? Come on, we're asking the hard-hitting questions on this show, the explosive talk show that everyone's talking about. DrawBomb, here we are. We're gonna get back at you after these messages. Here we go. Woo!
I think of all the things going on in the world right now, this is probably the hardest to talk about.
I think I'm afraid that what we've said may just like lose us some opportunities.
I'm not. That's okay. I just, I have to say what I have to say my piece, and that's just, the way it is.
That's right.
And I'm willing to deal with the consequences.
That's right.
Yeah, cake's probably my, obviously, like, really, like, well-made, like, handcrafted cakes can be, like, some of the best desserts, but, like, I don't know, kind of cheap. Not like a snob, but just like, like either like sheet cake from like a grocery store or like cake from a box. It's probably like one of my least favorite desserts, I think.
I think that's fair. I will say, for my birthday every year, Mom makes a great birthday cake in general. Because she's just like, what kind of cake you want? And I was just like, can I get a carrot cake? And she was like, yeah. And she made an amazing carrot cake.
I love carrot cake.
I'm a big fan of carrot cake. I think it's my favorite cake. That's why I ask for it every year. But
carrot cake's a good one. I like that cake. That's a cake that I can get behind.
Hey, a man of class. I can respect that. This is why we're friends. You see, because we see eye to eye on this carrot cake business over here.
We used to be enemies, but then, one time a carrot cake came out. And we put down our weapons and we ate cake together and became friends. It was similar to like World War II, except I was not the Germans in that situation. It was you, I think.
What? No. What? Why you? Don't put that on me, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I can't help it. It's just the way it was,
No, that's not. That's not how. No, this is a bad. This is a bad analogy. No, it was not.
I think it's
Stop it! I will turn off this stream. Jesus.
Fine. Don't let the record show.
Thank you. God. Brandon, I finally beat a run of Balatro. I was very Balatro.
That is very Balatro of you. I'm happy to hear it.
Thank you.
Do you remember what your boss blind was?
So my boss blind,
or your not blind, you're the the
effect
modifier.
I'm trying to remember right now. It wasn't the 300,000. Thank God. That's the main reason I passed, is because it had a great thing going.
I was curious about that because I know that one got you a number of times.
It did. Well, here's the weird thing: is I feel like I opened the game and I was like, hey, would you like to continue your game from last time? And I was like, pretty sure I lost the last time I closed the game. And so I opened it again, and I was on like ante 6 with a really great hand that I was pretty sure I lost on the boss blind.
The game felt bad for
during
you.
the run. Yeah, I don't know what happened. So I clicked continue. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I played through it. I got to the boss again. Different blind. Not $300,000 point one, but instead it was... I think I just got one less discard is what it came down to. Or something. That feels like it wouldn't be that though, because that feels like a regular boss blind. I don't remember.
Okay, well, that's fine. I was just curious. Mainly, I was curious if you had the one that you kept getting you, but it sounds like
I didn't. Thank gosh.
That's great.
So I crushed it in like 2
good job
hands. And I got it. And then I was like, oh, endless mode 6. So I'll keep trying this run and just see how far I can go. And I just lost immediately after the boss.
I was gonna ask that. That was happening to me as well. Where I'm
That's funny as
oh man, I'm like untouchable. I'm gonna go waste, and then I just die immediately. And I'm like,
I know. What the hell?
Never mind.
Oops. I got a little cocky. Cause mine was like I was getting chips every time I discarded blah 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 or something like that. I had the one where it was like every time I skip on a booster deck I get a +3 multiplier. So I was just skipping. I had like a shit ton of money. I was skipping just every booster pack I came across, unless like I would check it out at first and be like, do I want any of these? No, skip. +3. Is it better than a +3 multiplier? We'll find out. And then it was face cards gave a +4 multiplier. And something that gave me just like, I had 2 like modifiers on the Jokers, so they gave me like 50 chips each, which is nice.
Gotcha.
Just like a pretty solid thing. This is real.
It up.
I bellotted it up. This is real entertaining for people to hear me like fail to remember this shit. Yeah, I bellotroed, and I gotta say, pretty happy with my bellotroing.
I've been trying to go down the line. I think I've gotten like 3 decks bellotroed so far.
Nice.
But it's a good game. I haven't played in a minute, but I would like to play more soon.
Feel that. I just like if I'm like really, if I'm like a little tired from work, I'll just like get home, sit down, play like a round of it, fail, sometimes succeed by accident, but mostly fail, and then do whatever else I gotta do to finish the day out, you know. And,
gotcha. You're like, well, now that that's out of the way, I guess I'll just do whatever else I have to do.
Yeah. You just gotta wash my hands, and after my Bellotro round, just taking care of business. Okay, let's move on. What's next? When are you Brandon, is the show over already?
God, I hope so.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm having a wonderful time.
I hate talking to you too, Brandon. Jesus. Brandon, have you interacted with any more form of media this week?
Beep boop cake pot. Yeah, some. Me and Morgan just finished. I've seen it before. She had not, but we just watched Nathan Fielder's The Rehearsal again.
Oh, nice.
Or you know, again for me, but she'd watch it.
Great show.
It's a good show. It's super weird. It makes me feel sad. The last episode, because
poor kid.
You know what happens. The poor kid. But I mean, you know, I think he feels bad too. Honestly, I think he finds a way to like turn it into like comedy for the show. But I think ultimately he's like doesn't feel great about that happening either.
Yeah.
But you know, child actors, that's a thing.
That's a whole thing.
Probably
yeah.
Shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, I agree. I saw somebody once post on Twitter back in the days where of old Twitter, where somebody was just like, you know what they should just do is, instead of hiring child actors for TV shows and movies, just hire like adults and dress them up like kids would dress, and then just act like they're fucking kids. Just do that, and we'll just accept that they're kids.
I mean, that doesn't feel like the solution either, but I don't know what the
it's not.
Like, in like honesty,
I would love to see a movie do that though. Just all of the children, like it's supposed to be like children, but the children are all played by like 30-year-old actors who are just like, oh yeah, but like they're just like the side characters. They're not like actually the main focus of the movie or TV show or whatever. It's just like, or I don't know.
There's a scene in The Rehearsal that is like that, where he's like trying to test how he could have done it in a way that wouldn't have resulted in the kid getting hurt. And he has a scene where he's playing with an adult guy dressed like a kid, and they're like having tickle fights and chasing each other around the house. It's funny. So yeah, there you go. You just do that.
Yeah, just do what Nathan Fielder does. Make amazing subversive television.
But yeah, it was great again, and it was kind of better on the second watch, because right from episode 1 you can see, not that it was subtle to begin with, but I picked up on it more, how like right from episode 1 he's focusing on his like internal struggles of whether or not he's like a bad guy for doing this stuff or not.
Yeah.
and like playing that into the narrative show. Like right in the first episode, he's talking to the guy who he's helping with the trivia thing, and the guy's like, "Wow, you're like," and the guy just meant to say it in a way that was like, because he has all these resources and he's doing like these fantastical things. He's like, "Wow, you're a lot like Willy Wonka," and he's like, "Wait, but wasn't Willy Wonka a bad guy?" And they're like, "Well, I don't know if it's kind of like a little bit more like." Gray area. And he's like, "Yeah, didn't a bunch of kids die in the place?" And like, he's like, "Well, I don't know if they died or didn't die, but," and like he's focusing on like whether or not Willy Wonka's good or not, just because he got like reference to him. And also, that ends up being like what the whole show's about.
Yeah, because I also think about like there's that scene where he rehearses talking to the guy and telling him about how he set up the quiz trivia night, and he has like the actor like act out a scenario where the guy tells like Nathan Fielder like just really choose him out and says like you're a horrible person, but then like the actual encounter is much more subdued, but he does play into that in that instance as well, because it's like it took me a second to realize that was being played by an actor, which I think is also the point of it, is that like you don't notice that it's a person impersonating the person. It's another rehearsal essentially. So
they do that bit a few times during the show, like 3 or 4 times, where like it's Nathan talking to somebody and using context you assume it's going to be the real person, and then the camera flips over and he's doing a rehearsal with the actor for them. It's a good show. It's really like it's pretty impressive. I feel like to make something like that you have to be making it as like almost in a documentary style, where you're like taking what happens and then molding the show in real time to that, which is always it's gotta be a very difficult way to work.
Stressful too, because you're just like, I don't know, it feels like a big gamble.
There's way more dangers of like writing yourself into like a corner, or like just making a bad show because you're kind of hoping you could a lot of it's the fact that he's talented, but like you gotta hope that you're going to get the material that allows you to make a good show. If you're given nothing, it's going to be difficult to build something out of that.
I
don't know, it's interesting. Like I hope he makes more stuff. I mean, I guess he has since then, but it was scripted, or more scripted at least.
He definitely, I feel like, got a lot of practice. Like, this show, following Nathan For You, is very obvious because not only is it sort of examining the morality of Nathan For You, but it also gave him the practice to, I think, like, be more subversive with this show and, like, kind of explorative like it is. Like, the final episode of Nathan For You is like an hour, or like a movie length episode following the one impersonator as the person travels to like cross country to like, and like Nathan's taking him to like fulfill a dream essentially, and it turns into like
I've never actually finished the whole show. You're allowed to talk about it, but
I won't like spoil too much, but like basically the final episode kind of sows the seeds of the rehearsal, because the final episode also becomes about like what is it like for him to have like made this show for the past however many years he's been working on Nathan For You, and like what it means he is as a person, and like what it I don't know, it becomes like a very like meta and self-referential and like exploratory. And it's just like it's honestly it's like a very artistic documentary of sorts. Like it's funny, but it's very real a lot of the time. It's interesting. I don't know. It's different from the rest of the show.
I think the last episode of the rehearsal, there's a scene where he's doing a rehearsal, but he's talking to the woman who he's like raising the child with, her like actor, and in the scene she's like basically like, what am I supposed to be like I'm supposed to be silly, I'm supposed to be like the comic relief, whatever, for your show? And he's like, well, no, he's like, not at all. He's like, silly things happen, but like I'm not like trying to like make anyone look stupid. I'm just like, I think he's just like trying to piece this thing together, and then like the situations are funny.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like that's kind of like his whole thing. But I could see how you'd be conflicted about, how it comes off, because somebody's always going to kind of be the one who's being laughed at in some ways.
Yeah, especially like if you're making a comedy about two people who are unknowing, or not two people, but like just about people who aren't aware that they're in a production, essentially. I guess these people knew they were in a production, right? Like I forget the exact.
Yeah, these people all knew, except for some of them might not have. Like some of the people that I can only think of like one or two people who might not have known, but mostly everybody was well aware.
Yeah, because I'm a little hazy on a lot of the super duper specifics, but
the only one I can think of that might not have known was the woman that the first episode the guy was rehearsing to tell his secret to.
Right. But anyways, I lost my train of thought. I'm trying.
I don't know. You're talking about End of Nathan for You and how he's like.
Yeah. The people aren't aware. Oh yeah, the morality of it. Yeah. Because the people aren't aware, and like some of the things, like how much they're kind of the butt of the joke. I don't know. I feel like. Yeah, it's just like it's weird because it is making them the butt of the joke, and they're not aware to what extent and like how they're being filmed and like,
or how it's gonna be edited together.
Yeah, and like that they are all like a Nathan for You. Like the person who hires quote unquote Nathan is essentially the butt of the joke the whole episode, because like he's just making a mockery of like their whole business essentially. And yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's very funny, and like, cause it doesn't ever feel like. It feels mean spirited, I guess, but not in the way a lot of pranks are, because you assume, because of the way it's presented, you sort of assume that, Comedy Central's not gonna like screw over the business or something like that just for jokes on the show. It's
right.
I don't know. You assume that because it's for like a comedy show that there's not like there's like lines that aren't being crossed in some manner, that even if you're not aware of what those lines are.
I know reality TV is very like edited and also like kind of filmed in a way that leads people certain directions, but at the same time I also think it doesn't feel as mean-spirited because he often like he'll let people speak openly, but he doesn't. I feel like not as much as some shows does he like put people in situations to try and get a specific reaction out of them. Like if they say something weird or off, he'll definitely record it and put it in.
Yeah.
But I don't think he as much like traps them.
True. He doesn't like poke and prod them or anything. He just he kind of just talks to them, and like, but he's putting them through this like interesting sort of business prospect.
If anything, when people are acting really strange, if anything, he almost seems to take them very seriously, like in the moment. Maybe that's in order to lead them to say more. I don't know, but he doesn't like make fun of them or laugh at them at the time. He just tends to like let them go. I don't know, man. Yeah, I like both those shows though. He's like whether they're evil or not.
I think it's because he's like so, I don't want to say laid back, but it is like an awkwardness in him. But like it's not, it feels like an awkwardness, but like it's intentional that he's like making it awkward almost. But like because he's so like non-confrontational, it feels less mean and cheap than like a lot of reality shows are just like, we're shoving this shit in this person's face and we're gonna watch them explode. And Nathan for You is just like, hi, are you willing to put an alligator in front of your TV? Yeah, I guess. Okay. And that's kind of where I don't know, I feel like that's the vibe. And then the person might say something weird because he's just like, okay, well, we're putting an alligator in front of your TV. How do you feel about that? And they're just like, oh, well, my grandmother's an alligator. It's just like, what the fuck are you saying? cameraman, get in here. Let's get in on this.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it is.
He often feels like he's the butt of the joke, which I think is also a good thing. Like,
yeah. It's very self-deprecating, his presentation.
Yeah. So I think that helps a little bit too.
Yeah.
Seems like if there's anybody he's being mean to, it's himself, so that's okay.
But yeah, it's interesting shows made by an interesting person.
Yeah. What else have I played or watched? I've been playing a lot of Fallout 76. That's another thing.
I finally have it downloaded.
Nice. Maybe we'll have to play it sometime if you're interested.
We will.
But it's pretty good. It's I mean, I played it when it first came out, and I was like, I stopped playing it pretty much right after that. And I am a big Fallout fan, so that's saying something. And then we played it a little bit, like a year or two after it came out, right?
Yes, that sounds about right.
Maybe more than a year or two, but either way, we played just a little.
It was definitely
bit,
post 2020, like post
for like a couple weeks or something.
Yeah, a couple weeks. I played it for.
You played a little bit longer than me.
Zach and I played together for a while, but I pissed Zach off with how I played the game. So.
I mean, that's fair. There's definitely like very different ways to play it. So if you don't sync up, then it's gonna be
I piss people off with how I play the game.
Less fun time. I know how you play games. I've been playing games with you for years, and I don't necessarily do the same thing as you, but I'm also like, I think, patient enough that I don't mind.
Well, I appreciate your patience and dealing with me in the way I play my games.
Well, I mean, there's no wrong answer. It's not wrong that you play it that way, but I don't. I think we sync up well for that reason. That I don't care.
Yeah. You if I'm like off fucking around, you're usually like, I found this thing over here that I can entertain myself with. You go do your thing.
Playing video games together for how long? 15 years?
God, yeah, very long time. So like we were 12.
We have a system down.
Yeah, I remember we were playing together since we were at least 13. Right?
I don't know. I think we often say like 13, but I think that's a little too early if I really like break it down.
15.
That would be my guess.
Okay.
It's probably 15.
Okay. I'll say 15 too, which would mean 12 years? That doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel right at all. Hold on, math. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to like figure out how to draw this thing and do math at the same time.
Let's see, 15.
No, I'm gonna do this in my head.
19 years?
I'm 32 minus 15. 7. 17.
Okay. I was gonna say 18, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
Long time.
I tried to take a nap to get better at head math, and then I just stopped doing it because I was like, 10 whole minutes to do this shit? Oh, I'm so busy. I was really good at head math for like a couple weeks though while I was doing the app.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that what head math is? Is an app?
No.
Or or are you just saying in general head math?
Just in general, like the app was like among other things, it was like, hey, we teach you how to do math in your head better.
Got it.
I'm like, hell yeah, and then it was pretty helpful. Reconnection successful.
We back. Just effed a little.
Big ol' F. We effed it.
I remember what else. Oh yeah. So like GPS is a thing that like.
Yeah.
Like I can totally learn directions, but I just don't. My brain doesn't even like absorb.
So like
it's like dumb now because like people will be like, oh, where's this or that, and I'm like, even though it's like something I should know, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't.
Right.
My brain just decides it doesn't have to learn that anymore, so it stopped trying. Same, I think also like my spelling has gotten worse since I have autocorrect on everything all the time.
There.
I feel like my spelling used to be pretty good. Now it's kind of like shittier.
Well, also, I just realized we're drawing like a bunch of birthday cakes. Like, it's no one's birthday. Like, whose birthday is it today?
Mom's.
I guess. I don't know why I started drawing a cake. I think that was supposed to be a volume mixer originally, and then I turned it into a cake.
You did a cake robot, and then I just thought it'd be fun to do one too, because...
I know.
I don't know.
And I love it.
That's why.
I love your cake robot. I'm just like, we're drawing cakes, but like, people are gonna think like, oh, whose birthday was it? It's like, it's no one's birthday. We're just drawing cakes.
I'm sure it was somebody's birthday.
Hey, whoever's birthday it's been in the last week out there, you're welcome. Happy birthday.
I was working the other night.
Uh-huh.
It would have been Saturday, and so Mother's Day was Sunday, and I had a table, and it was 2 kids, a dad, and mom. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? Blah, blah, blah. And they're like, hello. And then I was like, out celebrating anything this evening? And some people do this thing sometimes that I hate. And they're one of them, where they go, yep. And then I stare at them. I'm like, tell me the thing. Don't make me. So instead of, normally I ask, we like to know because there's certain things we do, little like bonuses for depending on what you're celebrating, this or that, and also just to be friendly and like, I don't know, seem interested. But anyways, they didn't tell me, and so I'm like, oh, on Mother's Day, I'm assuming. And then the dad's like, I got like a vibe that like this is like, I don't know, they're like trying extra hard to make their kid's birthday is very close to Mother's Day, and they try extra hard to like not make it them feel like they're not getting celebrated adequately.
I see.
Like, no, Mother's Day is tomorrow. It's our son's 18th birthday, and I'm like, oh, happy birthday. I don't know. You could have just fucking told me why you were here and not made me try to guess.
Maybe, yeah. That is that is very funny.
I had 2 strikes. There was another table that same night where it was a mom and a kid, and it's just like, it was like an unusual grouping for this restaurant, this time of night, this, all that. So it was like literally a mom and her like young son. So I'm like, gotta be a Mother's Day thing. And I'm like, out celebrating Mother's Day? She's like, no, we'll probably do something tomorrow. We're just getting dinner. And I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I feel dumb now. I'm gonna stop assuming this.
That's also like, why would you specify? No, not today. Tomorrow, where we'll be having Mother's Day dinner. No, thank you. No, just say yes.
I know, seriously, that's what I would do. We're not acknowledging Mother's Day today.
No,
so please don't bring that up. It's not. It's for a different day.
That feels like I don't know. It feels like something like a comedic thing, like just like being like, hey, good morning, and then someone be like, actually, today it is actually 12:01, so it is no longer morning, which means it is actually not a good morning anymore. You have gotten the time wrong, sir. So long.
People do that sometimes.
And then it's just like,
I hate that too.
I was just asking good morning. I was just saying good morning. Like, who fucking cares what time it is?
Yeah, like, I'm sorry I asked. I didn't want to.
It's morning to us. We're just seeing each other.
Society has decided that I have to make small talk with you despite what I want. And I'm trying to do the things, and you're punishing me for it.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Like, okay, next time you split a hair, can you please be far away from me when you do it? Jeez.
Yeah, exactly.
My God.
I always hate that. It like makes me like, I don't get mad very easily, and even in those situations, I wouldn't describe it really as mad, but it makes me annoyed when I'm just doing like the basic small talk shit, and someone like is like, no. Like they try to like make you feel like stupid, and it's like, I don't want to talk to you anyways. I'm just doing this because I feel like I have to. So don't punish me for it.
Yeah, look, I'm just trying to get by, okay? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I don't want to talk to you, but unfortunately, I have to do it in order to pay for food and rent.
Yeah.
So here we are.
Please do not split a hair at me while I'm just trying to get through my day, okay? Do not Jesus fucking Christ.
People like to feel like right when you're, like people like to like correct you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Maddie F says, I can never finish my sentences when people talk to me. Like, damn, give me some space to talk. I feel that very much, Maddie F. Sometimes I'll feel like I'm trying to, like, get a point across, and I'll say something, and then somebody will, like, respond to part 1 of like what I'm saying, where I'm like, hold on, let me just get to what I'm actually saying, please.
Sorry.
Not you. No. This is
that's 80% of the show.
That's not. You're more like gang vocals, or what's the, I'm trying to think of the word right now. Jesus Christ. There's a word for when people have like a voice that's like saying stuff over top of the verses. It's like, I went to see my mom. My mom. It's not gang vocals. It is.
That's me. I scream over you when you're talking.
You're my hype man. Like tags
doing a
in
show.
the bar. Like tags
on the internet.
That's right. It's hard to do an internet show where we're like the ones dealing with all of the stuff ourselves. Like, it's not easy.
You try to keep the momentum going, and there's latency.
Ad libs. Like... Thank you, Matt. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good.
The latency does make it tough. I will say, so I watch Linus Tech Tips and a lot of his different channels. He's got like 8 different channels, and they're all pretty good. But I watched the one where it's like Linus Clips, and it's like clips from their 5-hour-long podcast that they do like 3 times a week. And it's funny because sometimes they'll be in studio having the podcast live next to each other, and then sometimes they'll be doing it over the internet, and it's like such a different vibe when they're doing it over the internet, because the latency is like, every time they have an issue having the conversation because of the latency, I'm like, I know that I know it's happening. So
been there, brother.
Been there. Oh, I know that. Oh, you guys just talked over each other trying to make the same joke. Yep, that's gonna happen. Yep.
I'm a little interrupty in real life, and I'm trying not to be that way. But this show just intensifies it. It makes it worse. I'll try to wait for like the right time to speak, or I'll try to like I'll start to talk at a silent moment, but then when it gets to you, you're just straight up in the middle of talking, and then it's just like, oh god, can't stop interrupting, intentional or not.
It's tough, and I don't think you're a very interrupty guy. I don't know. I feel like I would want to not talk to you so much if you were super interrupty guy.
Okay, well, that makes me feel a little better.
Oh no, effing ads, says Maddie F. Maddie F ads at Maddie F. Ads at Maddie F ads.
I wonder what ads he's got.
Yeah, let us know what ads you got, Maddie F. Brandon.
He can't hear us.
I know. Do you want to play an art game?
I'd love to.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's save this.
I also want to rig up some like puppet stuff for the shows. I think it'd be a fun thing to like step away for like 10 minutes. Most shows, we have all these things we made for our Tonight show, but I feel like that kind of got a little overcomplicated. I think a better way to handle it would be just do little teeny segments every episode.
I think that would be fun.
Or every other.
I think that would be a good time. I think that would be great.
Oh, he's got the double tissue going on.
Yeah, I realized he didn't look stuffy enough in his nose.
The way he has like his arms clenched, it almost feels like these were inside his head and he's forcing them out.
These are boogers that those are not tissue. So I don't know, let's save this.
Okay,
I guess this is a very sparse page, but whatever, we're gonna play some art games now. That's right.
As we're getting this set up, I want to talk about something.
As
we were setting up the show, before we were live, I made a reference to a film where Arnold Schwarzenegger has a child. It's called Junior. And you responded by going, huh? Because you haven't heard of this film.
I have not.
I don't really know what else to say about it, but I do want to go into that a little bit, the fact that this movie exists and that you've never heard of it. It also has Danny DeVito in it.
Interesting.
So I guess I'm sure they go into this in the movie, but does he push the child out his penis? I don't know. Maybe.
Oh my God.
Maybe. Sounds like a bad time. Does anybody have any junior facts that they can help us? Because I don't recall exactly what happens. I haven't seen it in a very long time. I was a child. Even at the time, it felt disgusting to me. There's a sequence in the movie where he's like having a nightmare about what it's going to be like, and the baby pops out, and then they hand it to him, and it has his head on it, and it's like like a baby, and he's like, and that's something I remember from that film.
How have I not heard about this movie?
I don't know. At this point that you've gotten this far, never heard of this.
Oh my god!
It almost feels fake, but it's real.
It feels fake to me because it feels like a SCP or something like that. It feels like, fake Arnold Schwarzenegger movie told to you by a person. What you realize then is that the person who introduced the movie to you has never actually existed, and the tape is actually just blank, but it makes you see whatever the person told you. I don't know.
And I've been dead for 40 years.
Yeah. I died in the game and for real.
But it is real. As much as I remember nothing about it, really.
Gosh.
It's a real thing. It feels like one of those movies that was like on the, like that there were ads for in that Adam Sandler movie, the Judd Apatow, like Funny People or whatever it was called.
Oh yeah. The
like one of those fake movies.
All right, Brandon.
Yes.
Do you want to play an art game? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
So I have a whole bunch of different art games plotted out. I don't know if you still have the link. I was going to
ask which you had locked and loaded.
So there's a bunch of options here.
I don't know where the link is. I could dig around, but I'm not sure I could get there quickly.
I'm going to send it to you, if that's okay.
That is okay. I will allow such things.
In the meantime, what are you drinking right there? Oh my god, what is that picture you sent me?
Bell's too hearted.
Danny DeVito's in it?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess they were riding the high of like twins or something.
They must have been. Then I must have heard about this movie, but
here.
Yeah, it's great to see Maddie F in the chat.
More like fart games.
Oh, dude, what's this guy doing over here?
Shows up every so often to absolutely roast us into oblivion.
Oh man, I love the little alligator icon that Google Docs is giving you right now.
I don't know if I can see my own icon, but happy to hear that.
Anonymous cool. Alligator. It's cute. It's a cute little alligator.
Thanks. All right, let's see. What kind of games should we play? Do you have any ideas offhand, or should I dig around?
I don't know. I feel like I'd be interested in having you look through this and just picking ones that strike your fancy.
I like some of these. There's some of these so strange. This isn't my choice, but draw a pasta or cheese based on its name as a character.
Wait, where is that?
Rigatoni. Rigatoni. Like 6 from the bottom. The pasta one would be. Yeah, I guess I could see that actually being funny or fun. Let's see what else. What else we got?
Oh no! Don't be sleeping on me, Brandon. Don't be. If you're bored of the show and you're the host, what are the people gonna think of the show?
I'm thoroughly entertained.
Oh my god! You sound entertained.
I am so entertained.
Dude, I'm so fucking stoked on this show.
Oh, the show sucks as hell, bro. Wake me up when it's over, dude.
Maddie F says, guys, I'm playing NFL Head Coach 09 for Xbox 360, and I think I'm gonna get fired. Oh my god, Matt. Well, you know what you gotta do in these dire times. You gotta sleep with the boss's daughter. What? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What he said. I think
his is... hired. Wouldn't that get you fired quicker?
Yeah, but I mean, you're already on your way out. You might as well have some fun.
You're on your revenge arc already. I see what you're saying. I thought you were trying to this is the last ditch effort to save your job.
Nope. Your job is gone. Make her fall in love with you, yeah. Or don't, just totally make him mad though.
That'll teach him.
All right.
I like draw a big goofy mascot for a team that doesn't have one. That's fun. We've done this before, but I like drawing video game sprites. What? This cat's yelling at me. What? I like drawing Blank as an Elden Ring enemy. That's fun too.
Okay. Let's do the Elden Ring enemy. I feel like the Elden Ring enemy one is fun, and we haven't super done it.
To figure out what it is that we're turning into an Elden Ring enemy.
Matty F, what is an object you've never Eldened a ring, Matty
or
F?
Character or Dark Souls or whatever, but
a thing, a place, person, object, thing.
Character. Have you ever seen that series of the guy that did he turned all the Muppets into Elden Ring characters? That was pretty cool.
No, I haven't seen that, but that's awesome.
Let me find that. They're pretty great.
I do love enemy and FromSoft enemy design. Whatever that sentence I just said was. There's a YouTube channel I follow where they just do like little looks into Elden Ring or any sort of FromSoft character models and like compare them to the concept art, show little details that you might not have noticed. Like really just like show you the model. Like they had one that was really cool that was it was a series, and it was enemies that you only find in like the procedural dungeons of Bloodborne.
Okay.
And that was an interesting one to look through, but like it's cool to just like see all these like details that you just would not see. There's like so much packed into every model that you just don't notice because of the nature of the games, but there's a lot of really nice love and care into enemy design put into the enemies, and it's a lot of fun to take a deep dive. It's called like Bonfire.
I would be interested in that because the character designs are so cool.
Yeah,
in all these games.
I'll post a link in the DrawBomb server because I think people would love that.
I would love that. Do it for me. Xenut says, cat. Oh, because I was holding a cat. I thought he was suggesting something as an Elden Ring boss.
Willem Dafoe is an Elden Ring boss. I feel like...
That already is like half the Elden Ring boss.
Yeah, I feel like
Willem Dafoe. When the Grafted makes that one face where he's like... Willem Dafoe.
That is true. I hate to poo-poo suggestions, but we're gonna stick around and wait for some better ones. We're not poo-pooing, we're just floating out ideas for better options.
I'll start doodling while we, figure that out.
Yeah, I'm also looking for this channel. I thought they posted a video recently. I should be able to find it.
This cat is screaming at me. I think I'm gonna lock it out. I'm going for trying to love me. It's pretty accurate.
I'm sure whoever's around in the house loves to hear that out of nowhere.
It's just me. I'm the only one here.
No, me. I mean, in my house that I'm in.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Where the fuck is this channel? I feel like I'm scrolling. I'm wasting valuable time. I could be putting into amazing drawings on this show. Zach showed this channel to me. He could tell me. He could end my suffering.
After you refused to draw what he asked, why would he help you?
He did say various Winnie the Pooh characters, and that actually seems like that could be super fun.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a great one.
That is a great one.
Okay. There you have it. Who do you want? Do you want Poe? Do you want pig character? Do I remember the Winnie the Pooh characters? We got Rabbit. That one's actually his name, so that one locked. We got Winnie the Pooh. We got Piglet, Taker. We got Owl character.
Yeah.
Gopher fella.
Yeah.
Eeyore.
Yeah. You're doing great. Keep going.
Kanga. And
okay.
Roo.
You know, look. Oh, I found it. Bonfire VN. That's the name of the channel. Oh, I'm going to post a link. What should I post a link to? What should I? I'm gonna do the enemies exclusive to the Chalice dungeons because that was a good one. It's pretty cool. It's going in the DrawBomb. I believe it was links. Yeah. I've posted it. What if I said everything like that? I've posted it.
Sorry folks, but we are canceling DrawBomb.
Oh no.
No more.
Are you gonna hang out with me anymore?
But the only time we hang out is DrawBomb. Why would I hang out with you anymore?
Oh no.
And I want our fans to know that me and Ian don't speak in between episodes.
Yeah, we intentionally shut each other out. Yeah, we've got like a clause in our contracts that are like, if you guys fucking meet up in between, we'll shoot one of your family members.
One or both of your... Oh no. I posted it! Alright, this is a hard one to do because how do you even do it justice, man? They're doing God's work over there. Whoever the character designers they got, like, those people are good.
They're just so damn good at making cool shit.
Everything's so visually interesting and like in unique ways. It doesn't feel like
it never
like
feels
shit.
It never feels like rehashed
that.
or like trite, you know? It feels like everything is always like such a unique flavor of like they'll do a werewolf and it'll be like, I've never seen a werewolf done like that. That's sick as hell.
Yeah, like I think I'm decent at character design, but I do kind of get a little tropey with certain things. Like there's certain ideas that are just like, oh, I know this will look cool, but I'm not the one who came up with it. But they just do shit that I'm like, I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
What a wild choice to make. It's amazing.
Yeah, I fucking everything is I don't know. The visual artists in FromSoft are just so talented. They're some of the best. They're just so good and like it's in everything. Everything is so visual. Like they have not the most like technically advanced graphics in those games. But man, imagine if they did, because
oozing with style.
Everything's just so well done and so stylized and just so smartly designed that it's just like no pixel is wasted and everything is just so phenomenal. Like the enemies, the items, the armor, the locations. It's just everything is just so visually appealing and clever and unique. I'm just jealous.
They're really doing it over there.
They sure are.
And thank God someone is.
I know, right?
Yeah, I bought it. I still haven't. I started to play it, but I haven't dug in. I really need to play more Sekiro, because it's just really cool.
I'm looking forward to playing your copy of Sekiro.
You can play it anytime. It's there, waiting.
Can't wait.
You don't have to.
It's right there. Just wait.
You can play it right after this episode if you want to.
I got a lot of files. I just downloaded Fallout 76 to play with some guy, so
yeah, I'm real good about like making you download shit. I guess I didn't really push you on that one, but
no, you were like, you don't have to. It's a big game. You've already played a bunch of it.
I've gotten a little less pushy with that kind of stuff.
The last couple years it's been like, if you want me to play it, you just like, you buy it for me and you're like, guess what?
I think that's a good like rule of thumb, like that way there's no pressure. I feel, well, maybe there's a little we know each other well enough that there's no pressure.
Yeah.
Like you don't feel like you have to play the thing, but I feel like that way it's like, okay, so now if it sucks or we don't have fun, then that was just my decision. You don't have to. I've done it enough times where I'm like, this game looks cool. We should both get it and play it. And you're like, okay, and then we get it. And we're like, this is not that cool. Let's never play it again.
Yeah.
So now I prefer if that happens.
You take the brunt of
for
it.
Only me to feel the pain.
That's like how I prefer why I preferred biking when I was riding in the city. It's like if I ride my bike everywhere, if I fuck up, I'm the only one who's getting hurt. I mean, if it's like a pedestrian, like sure we'll both get hurt, but like, it's better than a car.
Less responsibility.
Yeah. So I completely understand that vibe. I still gotta pick up Baldur's Gate 3. I'm gonna do that, but I just paid off a student loan.
You also don't have to buy that one either.
I want to play it. Are you kidding me?
You can play it. No, I'm saying you have it through Family Share. You don't have to spend any money.
Are you kidding me? You think I'm not gonna play Baldur's Gate 3?
It's one thing if you want to give Larian some money. They definitely deserve it because for making like one of the best like turn-based role-playing games I've ever played. But you have access to it. You can play it without spending money.
You kidding me? You think I'm not gonna play Baldur's Gate 3?
Because we're actual family. In case
we are actually family.
Steam is watching this.
Yeah, I saw I saw a Linus Tech Tips thing talking about like the update to the Steam family whatevers. And I noticed they never mentioned they kept it strictly like what talking about like family members, and I was like, interesting. Linus would be some of the folks who I think would talk about
how else it could be used.
Yes, but maybe not. Maybe they didn't want to step on that particular grenade. I don't know.
I mean, I think
Valve has to.
You can fudge things, but I think the reason it's actually there is for, so that if you all live in a house together, you can all use the same stuff, which I think is how it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, yep, that's what we're. Yep.
I know that's not exactly how we're doing it, but it's a good feature to have in general.
Alright, yours is pretty sick. I see what you're doing. That's pretty sick.
This is Tigger.
That's not Tigger, that's totally Pooh.
I don't know where I'm going with it, but
Brandon,
just trying to. Yes, Ian.
I have a piece of media I interacted with this week.
Oh, thank God. What'd you see, or play, or hear?
Well, I am shooting 3 for 3 on the corporate propaganda movies. For Mother's Day, we watched Frosted.
Okay, that's a good reason to watch it.
Because Mom wanted to see it. It was Mother's Day. I could no longer refuse.
And she hasn't cried yet.
She has not had to cry yet. Which is a throwback. Throwbacks, folks. Look at that. See how I threw that? Caught it back in my hand.
You're right back.
Yep. So yeah. So we watched it, and
how was it?
It was interesting to hear everyone in my family disagree with me on this. I thought it was better than Flamin' Hot as far as corporate propaganda movies go, trying to sell me on an item.
They all hated this more.
They didn't like this more. Yeah. So like, Flamin' Hot is like, hey man, I'm a janitor. I grew up working as a janitor in Cheetos. Then I had an idea for a spicy Cheeto. And then me and my family, we got everyone together to promote the spicy Cheeto. And then we got the spicy Cheeto to the head of Cheetos, and he was like, I like your spicy Cheeto. And so I became head of Cheeto flavors because I made the spicy Cheeto, and I did it. And that's just it. And it's like a little shitty biopic. And then this one was more cartoonish, this Pop-Tart movie. Yeah. Which made it more bearable for me a little bit, because at least like it didn't feel like a shitty biopic. It just felt like someone making
something more stylized over
someone
like just telling me a lie but trying to make it look real or something.
Yeah, and this Pop-Tart movie was at least like basically by the end. I mean, there's absolutely nothing true about it. Like it's a fake origin story of the Pop-Tart, which again, I would prefer that, I guess. I don't know. Sure, tell me a fake origin story for the Pop-Tart, because I don't want to hear the fucking real story. I don't know. As a biopic, at least. So yeah, I don't know if it was necessarily funny. I think they got a couple of jokes that I chuckled at, but like overall, it was kind of like not. I wasn't giggle ha-haing or anything like that. It felt very much like, I don't know. It felt like a commercial.
It was.
It was, yeah, and it felt like it.
How'd your mom feel about it? As the one who wanted to watch it the most.
I don't know. I don't think she liked it.
Okay.
I think she thought it was okay. But like, I said I liked it more than Flamin' Hot, and she was like, I liked Flamin' Hot. And I was like, did you? Did you really?
I have a question about Flamin' Hot. This is unrelated. It just made me think of something. I might have even asked this the first time you told me about it, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself. Is he a janitor at the Cheetos place when it all goes down? Okay, and does he make the Cheeto at the factory while he's a janitor? Like, is he like, is it like Goodwill Hunting where he's like, oh, no one's in the room, I'm gonna fuck with like Cheeto ingredients and make what I want?
No, he like buys a whole bunch of bags of Cheetos, and then like at home he like concocts a dust to put on the Cheetos.
Okay, so he invents the dust at home.
Yeah, he invents the dust at home and like tests it out on his kids. And the one kid dies from the Cheeto.
Oh no.
No, not true.
But it wasn't in vain because Dad got rich.
That's right. No, that's not how it doesn't happen like that. I don't think any of the kids die. There's not a lot of tragedy in that dude's life. He was very fortunate.
Okay, like I don't think the kids die. I don't really remember.
The kid's not real. It's a fake story.
Well, I know, but in the story.
Yeah, no, I don't think the kid died in the story. I'm pretty sure he didn't. I would have remembered that, I think.
Yeah, I think that would have been a big moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the reason I asked is because if those motherfuckers, I know it's a lie. I'm putting it on the internet. I know it's a lie, but if those motherfuckers tried to like tell a story where they're like, no, this janitor created Cheetos at a Cheeto factory, and then we made him rich. That's the biggest lie of all, because they would be like, oh, you just did this on property, so that's ours, and also you're fired.
Yeah.
That's how it would actually go.
That's how it would go down in the real world. But yeah, so that's how the Pop-Tart movie went, and
cool. It's about how I would have expected it to go.
At one point they do kill the creator of Schwinn bicycles.
Oh,
which is interesting because I was just like, oh, that's I know who they're talking about, because I know about bicycles. I was taken astray there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm curious to talk to Austin about it again because Austin made some mentions of things that he kind of was unspecific about in case we watched the movie, which I don't know why, because I didn't want to. I didn't care. Didn't want to care.
Austin gives too much. He's too respectful to every movie when some movies don't deserve any.
I feel like we should be a bit more respectful to movies sometimes. I thought
probably.
I thought about it the other day, and I'm just like, dude, like we're trying to like get hired by like Studio Blank, you know, Blank Studio,
right.
And like we are, like we come on every week, and we're just like, everybody. Here's the shitty movie. Let's just like, let's make stupid voices about it.
I don't know. So they're gonna hire me if I say I like their stuff?
I don't know.
Probably not. I don't know.
I don't know, man.
I loved the Pop-Tart movie.
I posted my
Elden.
I love Pop-Tart movie. It says, God, please feed me more movies like Pop-Tart movie. Oh, Jesus.
I liked it.
Zach posts. It's great. Yeah, so Znudes in the chat has said, I posted an Elden Pooh in the DrawBomb along, which is a channel on our server. You can post your interpretations of the things that we draw over here on DrawBomb and post them wherever we may look them on the stream. What's up, Brandon?
Welcome to draw with us and post your stuff. We'd love to see it.
Yeah. Znudes calls him the honeypot watchdog. Damn it, not honeypot. Whatever. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with honeypot. Oh, Vine Boom happened though, so there's clearly something quite lascivious about the word honeypot. What could it be? This is what Znudes has drawn, the honeypot watchdog. Is this TOS? I don't know. This creeps me out, man. I don't like this.
I love Znudes. I love how quick you work. It's impressive. And
quite fancy.
It's great. Did you post it on the show at all?
I just showed it on the. I showed it on the show just now.
Oh, okay.
It's been showed.
I love how the head is just like pretty stock.
Yeah.
Some stock piglet head. Good work.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I think I'm basing mine a little too much on like the rune bears from Elden Ring, you know?
Are you trying to do a Pooh also?
I am doing a Pooh right now. You can see he's got like his little honey pot. You can see
Oh, I see the pot. Yes. I was assuming that you were doing Pooh, but I was also thinking since he had like a mane, maybe it was some kind of like it was gonna if you color it a certain way.
It does make him more lion-like, doesn't it? Yeah.
If Tigger's like a tiger, but still.
I was trying to draw. You know what? I was just fucking up. I was trying to make him like a scraggly bear hair, but then I ended up just giving him a mane, just not paying attention and trying to like talk and draw at the same time. I'll fix this. I
like it so far.
Thank you. I like yours a lot. Yours is way cooler. Mine's dumb. Yours is cool. I give up.
Aww.
So yeah, thank you Znudes for that amazing drawing. Much appreciate. Winnie the Pooh was a good. We could do. If we had time, I would do like. If this is a 3-hour show, dude. If this show was like 3 hours, dude, I would be drawing
do all
like,
the gang.
I'd be doing the whole gang, dude.
Well, we could do more of these next time or in the future.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. I like it. It's a good prompt.
It is a good prompt. I mean, and we, the enemies don't have to be just Elden Ring. Like, if we knew enough, we could make it about like a Final Fantasy character. I don't know if you know what a Final Fantasy character might look like. I think it's hard to pinpoint just because they can be so many different things, but
they vary a lot, I think.
Yeah, they do. But other games or movies, like what if you were a Fallout thingy? It doesn't have to. Elden Ring could be anything, dude.
Just some mashups.
Yeah.
Some mashups.
Or mansion, but Elden Ring is just a very nice well to plumb because of just how dope it is. It's how freaking good it is, dude.
I don't think have we talked about the fact that we've been playing Elden Ring again.
Oh yeah. I guess we haven't talked about it, but we have. It's been an interesting experience to say the least.
I'm enjoying it.
I'm loving it. Yeah. I mean, we play with good old buddy Zone Dog, who is sometimes in the chat. It's the seamless co-op mod. It's so seamless. And we just fuck around a lot, honestly.
Yeah, basically the mod, aside from, sorry not to cut you off, but aside from some like slight like debuffs and variations, it's mostly just vanilla. But instead of like when your friends are playing with you, instead of them getting like kicked out of the world when they die, they just can, respawn. So you kind of just can keep playing multiplayer, without all the annoying stuff.
Having like resummon and throw down another sign and wait for that person to load. It's perfect. It's great. We call ourselves the Order of the Coin because we just let the coin decide everything, which has been an interesting experience.
Flip an actual coin.
We flip a coin, baby. We flip a coin, and then if like we flipped a coin on you when we first talk to your character, we decide if you live or die by our hand. Regular Anton Chigurhs over here.
I think more people have survived than been killed so far.
So far, yes. They've had some lucky coin flips. Really, just one person so far has been murdered by our coin.
Yeah.
And then we did a coin flip and accidentally skipped like all of Stormvale Castle. Just like completely skipped it. No Stormvale Castle to be found.
We took the hard way, but there was 3 of us, so it made it doable.
Yeah. Doable. We should probably do Stormvale proper at some point, just because we probably
I would
missed.
Still like to make my way through, at some point. But
yeah, I agree.
But yeah.
I'm trying to think of like how to make these eyes unsettling. Fucking, you've seen the design for like the Sphinx in Dragon's Dogma 2, right?
Yeah.
It's so unsettling and cool. I love it.
Yeah.
It's like freaky.
It's good design.
Yeah.
I want to play that game. I'm excited too. At some point.
Me too. I need to play the first one.
A lot of. Yeah, I've heard it's actually pretty good. A lot of people have kind of said the second one is like very much the first one, but bigger budget, so they're just kind of able to do more what they're trying to do maybe the first time.
Huh.
But regardless, people say the first one holds up pretty decently, so
nice.
That's good.
I love to hear those things. CNews posted another Elden drawing in the chat. I'm just gonna show it off real quick.
Please do.
Please do. This is very funny. I don't know if you...
yeah, that's great. I like your commitment to keeping their faces the same.
Yeah.
And then just giving them like monster bodies. It's good. It's a good angle. I like it.
It is a good angle, yeah. So yeah, good work on those. Z-Newts in the chat. Let's give Z-Newts a round of applause here. Hold on. I can play both at the same time. Hold on, here we go. Ready for this one?
Yeah. I hear it through your headphones, but I didn't actually hear it, but that's okay.
I gotta figure out what the hell I did with the sound, dude.
Got all fucked up.
What did I do, dude? Dude, what did I do?
It was good for a long time.
For a very, very long time.
if I consumed any other media. Let's see what.
Yeah, tell me about it.
That's the only thing we can speak
about. Tell me about it.
Tell me about it. Billy Joel song.
Did you know Childish Gambino dropped a new album last night?
No, that's cool.
I haven't had a chance to hear it. I haven't had a chance to hear it, but I was going to brush my teeth, and then I was like going through because I like to like watch a YouTube video that's about the amount of time it takes for me to do my dental stuff while I'm doing my dental stuff. And I'm scrolling through and I see like all of a sudden just a whole bunch of like videos from Childish Gambino, and I'm like, oh, this looks like he just dropped an album 12 minutes ago. And then I check the comments and I listened to like half of the first one, and there was a whole bunch of people going like, "Nude Gambino drop it!"
I hope it's good. I like his other stuff a lot.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear it. I wasn't going to be able to give it a proper listen when I had like my electric toothbrush in my head going.
Right.
Like,
that makes it hard.
Yeah, the competing sound was not going to work out.
I do that sometimes where I'm getting ready like for work, like I'm doing my hair and like whatever, getting cleaned up and ready.
Yeah.
I'm 100% watching YouTube all the time, but when I brush my teeth, I have to put it on pause.
Can't. They
all
just
I hear
don't
is
compete.
my head vibrating.
Yep. And then as soon as I'm done, it's just back to like, so here's the thing, I'm Penguin Zero, and this sucks more than a straw that came with pee-pee. Your classic Charlieism, dude. Hell yeah, dude. Anyways. So yeah, Gambino dropped a new album, folks. It's called Atta Vista. And that's a pretty good Charlie. Thank you. I give that a if I had to plug that into the moist meter, I'd have to give it about a 7.5. It's good. It's not great. It's nothing to write home about. No, actually, that's not a review of Atta Vista. I just haven't heard it yet. But Gambino dropped, and I caught it in the first 12 minutes. I was one of the first 2,000 people to listen to that song, but I did not listen to all of it.
Congratulations, man.
Thanks, man. You
would do something great one day.
Everything's coming up, Ian.
About time.
Yeah, I've told you before about my day list from Spotify, have I not?
I think so. Like the fact that you can do that?
Yeah, that, but I've also been like, it's interesting. So like, I've been using Spotify a lot when we were playing Helldivers, when I'm at work and I want to drown out the fucking radio that's on at work, and I just put it in my pocket. Those are the two main times that I use my Spotify, honestly.
Okay.
And also on a family plan. So, you know, between those two times of day, I've been listening to different kinds of music, because at night when we're playing Helldivers, I'll put on just like the most frantic dubstep I can find. And then any other time, it's like usually I'm listening to like beats or something chill, like vaporwave or something like that. So now during work time, I'm getting a whole bunch of very interesting categories, including it's giving me playlists based on slushcore. Hold on, I have where's my phone? I have the list here. Did I leave my phone downstairs? I'm pretty sure I did. Let me just open up Spotify on my computer real quick. But slushcore was one that I heard, and I'm like, I don't know what slushcore is, but I like it.
The whole like genre thing is so funny to me.
Yeah. The like Anthony Fantano fake genre game is super fun. Right now it's offering me Dark D&B Tech Step Night. And here are the categories. I could like click on these individual like words and get a playlist dedicated to these. Dark D&B, Tech Step, Motorsports, Dark Side, Breakcore, and Snare Drum. This
Maybe it was a mistake making music production available to everybody.
Then here's one of my day lists was Slowed Slush Wave Monday Afternoon, which is honestly just great sounding.
Does sound great.
It's pretty good. It's got a lot of pretty solid tracks, but they called one like Mallcore, which is just such an interesting.
That's funny.
And accurate.
Yeah, what even is that? I would never know.
But like it fits.
Just like train.
Well, no, Mallcore. It's like Windows 96 is like kind of like Mallcore. So like when you hear it, it's like
okay.
Or you know, any vaporwave
like liminal music or something.
Yeah, but like it's basically like it's like vaporwave, but like using. It's basically like it's vaporwave, but it's using the genres of like weird smooth jazz you would hear in the mall. So it's like take like all the mall music from Dead Rising and then turn it into like vaporwave aesthetics sort of thing.
Got it. It's like music to be on hold to.
Exactly. Yeah.
But cool music.
Yeah. Hopefully it's cool. Sometimes people take it way too far, but like a lot of times it's doing something cool and making it into a much more appealing sort of song. But Mallcore, Slowed Slush Wave, I don't know, I love them. I love all these weird different genres that we've given things.
I like the names.
Yeah.
Of the genre more than the music itself, to be honest.
They're very accurate to the sound, and I appreciate that people have like come together and like formed a consensus and been like, yes, we shall call this vibe Slush Wave.
How would you describe slush wave? What is this?
It's very slow, low tempo. Like the sounds have a very sort of reverby quality to them, kind of like the You Can Feel It All Around song is very slush wave in how it's like.
Okay.
It's very, I don't know, it's got that like reverbed out, kind of like slowed down vibe. It's like you're drinking a fucking like icy or something like that through a straw, and it just like, you know, just like a slow pulse to it. Almost like you're getting a brain freeze. I don't know how to describe it.
I like it.
But I don't know. It's fun. It's fun to see. Like every day, I open up my day list and I'm like, "What kind of crazy shit are you gonna say exists as a genre today?" One of the songs in like it wasn't the chilled thing. It was like another like mall. It was the Mallcore list. It was like Mallcore, vaporwave, blah blah blah. And the name of the song was "Choose a Fucking Car," and it was like styled to have like a PlayStation 1 like menu music kind of vibe to it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
That should be, I mean, I'm sure it is, but that's a genre I would listen to, is like fake video game music for like
it exists.
A very specific genre. I know, I'm sure it does. Like as I'm saying it, I'm like, duh, there's got to be like a million of those. But like
I can hook you up with an album.
PlayStation menu music sounds great.
I can hook you up with an album that it's from. I mean, ever since I found that song, I like found out that's part of like a whole album where it's just like a fake PlayStation 1 game.
I would like to hear it.
So I'll send you. Yeah, let me find that real quick. I'll post it in the Discord as well. That's right, folks. We're giving everyone the art hookups. We're hooking people up with cool art they can see. Wait, hold on. I'm giving you guys a taste of the. No, we're not. Shut up.
Oh.
Oh fuck. Oh. Hold on. What was the name of this? Choose a car. I'm just gonna see if this song is up. I gotta go to the playlist. Car. A lot of songs with the word car in it. Brandon, have you been listening to any crazy music lately or anything like that?
No, I wish I had been. My music, I'm kind of in a bubble with music. I try really hard to, no, I don't try as hard as I could, but I would prefer to listen to more new music and explore that more, because I love music, but I kind of stay relatively in a bubble, I don't know, more than I would like to. I think Spotify is kind of my window to music, and a lot of times their algorithm's not very good for getting new stuff to you. You kind of get sent the same shit over and over.
I feel that.
So it is giving me things I like, but I'm not getting anything new. Even like if my playlist is shuffling, it's giving me the same 50 songs when there's like 2,000 to pick from, you know? So it kind of never really feels like I'm getting like a full, like, I don't know. I'm not listening to new stuff when I would prefer to listen to more new stuff.
I feel that.
I'm just gonna send you money each month to set to a subscription service where you send me music to listen to.
I mean, if you just go through my like top hits playlist on Spotify, that's where I just post all the songs that I've heard that I like, enough to consider them slightly better than the rest. Which are just going.
I always love to like talk to my musically like friends who have who are their fingers more on the pulse with music, because I love music. I just never, I don't know, I'm not hearing as much new stuff as I would like to.
Here, I'm gonna copy this album link. The name of the album is Devil Killer. I cannot confirm that the whole album is made to be PlayStation music, but they have one song on it called Pick a Fucking Car. That one's definitely made to be like PlayStation music right there. He's definitely going for that vibe though. If you look through his other albums, like it's definitely just like, that's a Miami Virtual is the name of one of the albums, and I'm sure it's full of bangers. Because I like that vibe.
I'll check that out.
Yeah. And yeah, my daylist has just been hooking me up with like a lot of interesting different music, and a lot of like very obscure, like I'll find like artists who have like 91 monthly listeners on Spotify, and I'm like, hey, that's more than my 2. I think it's actually at 6. I have 6 now or something like that. So I'm catching on, guys. I'm breaking through.
There you go.
But not all of it's great, but I get a lot of good songs on my day list, and so like at night it tries to feed me crazy dubstep, and I actually discovered a new genre of music which I should have figured existed, but it's called neurohop.
Like, I was gonna ask if it had a fun name, and yes.
So do you know what neurobass is as a genre?
Sure don't.
Okay, so neurobass is like dubstep, but instead of all of the bass going wub, it's like any crazy fucking sound you can make a bass make, but like the focus is on, you have like an intro, and the dub in dubstep is like, you know, dub music, right? Like you've been to a dub concert previously. So for the chat, you know, dub is like a form of like reggae style music where it's like really like got some effects going on with delays and things like that to make the shit sounds like extra spacey. There's a lot of melodica playing in dub, but anyways, dubstep is where you have the dub intro and then you turn it into a crazy fucking song with the bass that goes wub 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 afterwards, and then it became just more about the wub 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 than the actual dub. Which became like clown step and clown core and etc. etc.
The wub instead of the dub.
The wub instead of the dub became the focus. It went wub and lub dub dub. Anyways, so then neurobass is basically like, hey, dubstep, but what if the bass didn't have to go wub wub wub? There's so many other crazy noises I can make a bass fucking sound like. What if that was the focus of neurobass? So you still got the lead up, and then you got the drop, and then you got the bass doing crazy shit, and then, you know, goes back into, you know, it kind of, there's an ebb and a flow to that sort of vibe to it. And so neurohop is you take the bass heavy song structure of neurobass, but then you put it to like a more hip-hop beats sort of aesthetic. So whereas neurobass is very focused on like, you know, classic drums and bass sort of sounds and vibes, take that and put it into a hip-hop vibe, and then you got neurohop, which it was intriguing to me because I do a lot of music that is beats, like hip-hop beats, but like I do have a very bass focused sort of vibe to my beats, although there's a bit of it like a funk element I try to incorporate too, which isn't necessarily like mutually exclusive from like the neuro hop, like sort of what that box falls onto. So anyway, so I was like, oh, neuro hop, interesting. I wonder what this sounds like. So I listened to like a 3-hour playlist of neuro hop, and that was interesting. I took a deep dive while I was playing Helldivers with some folks, and it was very interesting because, number one, it was kind of exhausting after like that 3 hours. Like my ears were fatigued from just because again the bass is going like fucking crazy like in neuro bass. It's like if you can make a bass sound like a machine or sound like it's going like like put that shit in there and then also have it do 10 other things in the span of 3 seconds.
That does sound like a lot.
And it's cool, don't get me wrong, and there's a lot of fun songs, but like like you ever hear a person who does beatboxing and sometimes they'll do like that like bass noise and then they'll make it go like you know, they'll do that with the bass like going you know the sounds I'm talking about? That
give me more examples, please. Welcome to DrawBomb ASMR.
But do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yes, I do. I'm just...
Okay. So you'll get a lot of those sounds in neuro bass and neuro hop. And sometimes I feel like it's too much of that, and they kind of like lost the focus of like making a fun to listen to song, and it's just like jerking yourself off with your bass instrument. And that's when it gets a little tiring, and I'm like, come on, guys. We're here to like vibe out to some cool music, not to like make...
Ultimately, the goal should be to make a good song, right? It should not be preceded by how weird can we get with bass.
I mean, right? It can be. I'm not trying to step on people's art, but like, you know, if that's going to be your goal, it's not going to be fun to listen to. So it's like,
yeah.
And so all of it,
the main goal in music creation should be make a good song, right?
Yeah.
And then everything else is going to be a bonus.
Yeah. So a lot of that neuro hop got very... Did I just split a hair there, by the way? Did I just split a hair in your direction?
We split some hairs sometimes.
Sometimes we split hairs. Sometimes we're trying to split hairs. But yeah, so the playlist got kind of fatiguing, but there's a lot of cool songs on there. There's a couple songs that I found that really stuck out to me that I like, and I listened to a couple extra times, and I was like, yeah, this is cool. And they would make great Helldivers songs, so look at that. It wins double over. But yeah, neuro hop.
Try it.
Very interesting stuff.
I'll have to give it a little listen.
Gonna have to give it the old college try.
Forever ruin that phrase for me.
I'm so sorry.
Maddie F says, wrestling bumper music is pretty nostalgic for me too. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
I can see that.
I'm sure that's a genre.
Also... Oh yeah, that's the thing. Is like I want to see people making like very specific like production music for things that don't exist. That just sounds fun, like in general.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's for a video game like menu or, you know, like wrestling music for that you know is just made for the main goal of making a wrestling style sounding song.
Yeah.
I think that's a fun kind of prompt for music creation.
For sure, yeah. Like I mean, and I've been enjoying doing that with some of our projects. Like I didn't get a chance to make some that are like directly like, oh, I made this song to be a wrestling intro. But you know, I've had a chance to sort of reformat some of my songs that I've made to sort of fit that. And it's been interesting to like be like, oh yeah, I made this. This could work as a wrestling song. This is believable, which has been a lot of fun.
Nice.
Current trend of making WWE wrestlers' music bad. You should give it a try because fans are tired of the current music producers. Interesting. Just got my dick stuck in a porcupine in it.
A classic. If you're not familiar with this wonderful song, you should watch the DrawBomb cartoons.
That's right.
turn.
I did plug I plugged a prompt into the Udio thingy, just out of curiosity.
Udio.
Stop it. I tried like Old West meets hip hop beat instrumental. And it did a pretty solid job. It was pretty good.
I've had it's pretty hit or miss.
Yeah, it's
fun though to play with.
For sure.
We had a road trip a couple days I think the next day after me and Austin played with it all night.
Oh, nice.
And I was just in the passenger seat on the way back, just putting in prompts that were relevant to whatever we were talking about and then playing the music.
Nice.
That was pretty fun.
I made my Pooh smile because I feel like Elden Ring enemies are a lot of smiling, creepy thingies. My creepies!
I like it. I like your smiling Pooh. Mine's smiling too. You just can't.
You can't see it. I mean, yours is sick as hell.
Can't see it.
Your Pooh looks fucking dope as shit.
Bro, your Pooh is awesome. I'm jealous of your Pooh, bro.
Dude, your Pooh is so fucking. Dude, your Pooh is green.
You eat fiber, bro? You fuck with fiber?
Damn. Wait, we had a crazy Kyle just donate. Kyle says, I like Winnie the Pooh, but I don't like these. Aw, thanks for the money, Kyle, to insult us.
Aw. Well, he paid good money to...
He paid good money to hear us be sad about that.
To attack.
Aw.
I hope attacking us makes you feel something, Kyle.
May your empty heart find joy someday. Just trying to give this Pooh like an extra fucking something spice to kick it up and make it a different kind of bear.
Yeah, I was also trying to like extra arms or something weird, but I ended up just kind of leaning into the stuffed animal thing. I think the best angle I could do was turning the shirt into this weird cloak thing.
The shirt cloak is cool, yeah. Because it feels wrong to have someone wearing a t-shirt in Elden Ring, even though
I would be more scared of that guy than any other enemy.
Yeah.
Just the boss is standing there in like a Hanes t-shirt. Be like, what's this guy's deal? He seems unassuming. He's gonna be the most dangerous creature.
A chill bro goes through the lands in between. Yo, hey dude, what's going on, man? Like, where's a good place to get some grub, dude? Like, I am Blade. I have sworn to protect Rodney the Witch. Dude, sick as hell, dude. Like, I love a good protection pack, dude. Like, sick, but like, where's a good place to get a bite, dude?
I'm maidenless as fuck.
Dude, I'm so fucking maidenless, dude. I'm trying to burn a trade, dog, but not talk about like that kind of trade. You know what I mean, dude? Trying to burn some air trays, bro.
I wasn't sure what to do with the bottom half, so I gave him teeny legs, but it seems to work all right.
Yeah, I like it. Dude, I like the way you do legs, dude.
Thanks, bro.
I have a hard time with legs, dude.
Legs are hard. I don't know if you're doing a joke or not.
I do have a hard time with legs. No, I do have a hard time with legs.
To get the angles to look right, because like you know what I mean, you could just draw them like so they're both sticking out straight to their sides, but that nobody really stands like that in real life.
Yeah.
But that's like the go-to when drawing, I think, 'cause it's easiest. But then like getting a foot pointing at you is like a weird. It's hard to get that to look right.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Zundog says, "Oh, bother, these are sick, dude." Well, dude, Zundog, dude. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh shit.
Dude, holy shit, dude.
Got a hype train going almost.
Oh my god, if someone were to give us like 2 extra bits, we'd probably get that hype train going. Give us money, please!
That was such a like. At first, such a like. How do I ask without asking? Gosh, it sure would be nice if someone would just
give us that money, dude.
You guys don't have to give us money. We appreciate you guys. You guys are the real deal. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thank you. Zone Dog says, I guess if you gave me a shave and a haircut.
I'll give you one. I'm gonna see you soon. I will totally cut your hair.
I'd pay to see that.
I don't know how to cut hair.
I'd pay to see that. I'll bring the shaver.
Oh, I'm gonna get double paid because he's gonna pay me to do it, and then you're gonna pay to see it. This is a great. People get into barbering.
This is how people get into beauty school.
This is looking great for me.
No, God, please, no, 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 no.
That's a yes. Dead. Hell yeah, I'm dead.
I would be scared to work. I mean, I guess there's a ton of jobs like that. But I was gonna say I'd be scared to work in a job where it's like you're directly, if you do a bad job, you're really fucking up someone's day. Week and month.
That's not necessarily my job, but it is also kind of my job. Like, if I fuck up a bike, I am responsible for that person's like safety. Yeah. Or if I just like fuck up their bike, I'm like, oh shit, I broke your bike. Get a new one.
Like I sometimes look at like, oh, being like doing tattoo art could be fun, but as an artist, I feel pretty confident as an artist, but at the same time, sometimes I draw something and I'm like, that looks like shit. Well, what happens if I do that to someone's body? Right. I'm really gonna feel bad. And I know you like trace it and all that. You stencil it first or whatever. You draw it off their body and then you. But if I do some little, make a little mistake, make a little whoopsie.
Yeah, I don't have the best dexterity in my hands. I'm not like Leonardo DiCaprio in that scene in the
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
The Departed.
Oh.
You know the scene I'm talking about?
No.
There's like a scene where he's talking. He's talking to like. Oh no! But he's talking. It's the scene he's talking to like the psychiatrist that he bangs, and he's like, "My hand doesn't shake. My hand doesn't shake. My hand doesn't shake." And I'm like, my hand shakes a lot.
People reference The Departed to me a lot, and I don't remember. I don't know what happened when I saw it. I don't really remember much of anything about it.
I remember bits and pieces, but like, not the overall. Man.
And then I just pretend.
I remember bits and pieces, but I forget everything overall. I could tell you how it ends.
So that I just know what the fuck people are talking about.
It's like the one movie that Scorsese won an award for. But it was kind of a legacy Oscar, you know? They're like, we gotta throw him a bone. He's not gonna make movies for us no more.
So
yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying that was like, for sure they were like.
You don't think it was deserved?
Not necessarily. I'm just I don't know. I felt like when people were talking about that movie in the Oscars, they were just like, well, we gotta give it to Scorsese. He hasn't won one yet, and I'm like, okay, but like, how's you got what?
Who cares? I like Martin Scorsese, but still, like, who cares if somebody doesn't want like. I'm just saying from my opinion, but it's like
I'm sure
weird. Words are weird.
Words are weird.
And
man,
do you have anything to plug?
Pretty soon. We have the first draft, the next DrawBomb sketch. Yeah. I don't know when we're allowed to post it. I don't know how much we're allowed to say about it. And by say allowed, I mean I'm sure the guy we're working with on it is really cool about us talking about it, but I just don't want to give up the ghost too early. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think, short of saying what it's about or showing anything, I don't think it's a problem to talk about who we're collabing with on it. We have in the past.
That's true. We have talked about the name and.
But it's a cartoon we're working on with Ian Abramson, and we've been collabing with him for a second, and this is like our first like big project with him, and I'm very excited for it to be finished and shown in some capacity.
Yes.
But yeah, it's coming along. I'm happy to see it finished. You're doing God's work over there.
Oh, thank you, Brandon. What
Yes.
do you have to plug?
I actually was gonna mention it's not till August, but Short Fest is coming up.
Oh.
Friend of the show,
Lee Thompson.
Thompson has his animation festival he's been doing for I think 5 years now.
Yes, that sounds about right.
It comes to Pennsylvania, it comes to Philly, and it also comes to Michigan, Coldwater. I think it's like near Kalamazoo-ish.
Yeah, I believe so.
And I think everybody in our chat right now is from one of those two states. So
That's true.
The numbers are pretty good for pitching this. But it's an animation festival. I have never had the pleasure of going personally, but I am going this year. You've gone to a few of them.
I've gone to two, and I met Tom Fulp at last year's, which was awesome.
Jealous that he knew who you were.
I still can't believe it. I will live that
That's
moment
wild.
over in my brain. For the folks in the chat, I'll just give the story again, even though I've probably said it a million times. But I was there. I'm like, oh shit, Tom Fulp's over there. Lee's talking to Tom Fulp, and then at one point, Lee's talking to Tom Fulp, and I just see him like point towards me and start like motioning towards me, and I'm just like, oh fuck, he's introducing me to Tom Fulp. And then as I'm heading over, I have a name tag that says, "Hi, I am Ian. Also, my name is Top Cat Yo." And then he looks at my tag, and because he's like front page some of our empty head buffet things, he looks at my name tag and says like, "Oh, Top Cat Yo, I love your stuff." Or I forget what he said exactly. Just the fact that he was like, he said something where he like recognized me, and I was just like, "Oh, wait."
Wait, what? Yeah,
recognized
I have to imagine a little bit of that has to do with Clock Crew shit too. I mean,
that's true. I do have an emote on Newgrounds. We both have an emote on Newgrounds for us.
And so I don't know how much like his hand was in that, but you know, your character was added like to the official like
site,
like the website's like code, or I don't know how you describe it better than that, but like the like tools given on the site, like, so he has to be somewhat aware of your existence.
I have to assume, which is a very cool feeling. Sometimes I forget
over there, but he seemed to. I mean, back in the heyday of the Clock Crew, Tom Fulp had his hands in it a little bit. You know,
yeah,
he
does.
aware of it then, at least.
He was Carrot Clock.
Right. And I think, you know, when like Clock Day rolled around, he was always kind of involved in making that an event on the actual website back in the day. So
good old Tom Fulp. And the Clock Crews had like a direct line to like him and his brother Wade for quite a while now. Someone's always like acting as like the Clock Crew ambassador. And, you know, they take care of business to keep Clock Day every year a special occasion, celebrated by the community, and it's really nice to see how that's, like, evolved over time. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, but you know, Short Fest.
Yes.
Cool people like that go to it. So you should be a cool person and go to it.
You should go to it.
Your, if you have any kind of, like, connection or interest in like, you know, to like animation, or I mean, you know, you should check it out.
Yeah, there's a great place to meet fellow animators who are hungry to work with people, who are hungry to just have like a fucking fun time animating with people and talking about it and sharing their love of the craft with like-minded individuals. There's also Smash Brothers usually, so if you like playing Smash Brothers, they do have a tournament for that. I'm just saying, man, like, it's a great thing. You should go to it, everybody who's here, who is near those particular locations, who can do it. Look it up. Look up Short Fest, and look at the dates. Look at when it's happening. Look at where it's happening, and make a calculated decision right now about. I believe
it's August 3rd in Philly, and then August 9th in Michigan. Yeah, check it out. I think we're showing some stuff in it, right?
We are. That is the plan. Yes.
Good. That's awesome. But yeah, us and then a bunch of other animators showing off their stuff. What's not to love?
Gotta love it. Last year, the creator of Courage the Cowardly Dog had something to show off.
Oh, that's cool. Which
was very cool, and I edited together the movie that was introducing his bit. This year, Lee has informed me about some other animators who will be sending animation in as well. I'm not sure how much I'm allowed to say.
Well, maybe we'll find that out, because I mean, we gotta wait till August, so I'm sure we'll be plugging this a number of times.
Needless to say, two animations actually will be ones that you would recognize if you are our age, and I were to name them.
That's awesome. That's cool that he's, that the gets he gets is pretty awesome.
He's a working man. He puts in that fucking work. Brandon,
I wonder what that's like.
Put in that fucking work. I don't know. We did just make a cartoon.
Don't come after me.
No, I'm not. We just made a cartoon.
No, I know. I just do it.
Brandon, you're lazy.
Oh, I know. Everyone was right.
They are right, Brandon. You are wrong. You are lazy. You are a lazy fella. How are you on your drawing? How are you on your Pooh?
Are you done with yours?
I feel like I'm pretty done.
I'm not fully done yet, but I can.
It's not like a rush or anything.
Hang out until I am.
What do you need? Maybe I can help.
I'm almost done. Give me like 10 more minutes max, and I'll be finished. Okay. Probably less.
I'm not trying to rush you out the door or anything like that. It's a pleasure.
No.
It's a pleasure to talk to you more.
No. I don't feel rushed.
I'm glad.
I'm enjoying the drawing, so I want to make. I actually, like, sometimes I'm like, all right, get me away from this thing. But I actually like this one, so I want to finish it.
When you're actually enjoying the drawing, it's good to really soak in that. It's like a high almost.
I love to draw. I mean, I think that's honestly my favorite part about DrawBomb is it's like an excuse for us to just draw for fun.
Yeah.
I don't do that as much anymore. I drew a picture for Mother's Day as a gift, and I was just having a lot of fun with it. And I'm like, I should come up with a project for myself, besides commissions and besides, as much as I love like our animation work, I really do. I think it would be fun and healthy for me to have something to work on my own.
You should, yeah. Casey Green's been posting his on Instagram. He's had like this comic series called like Cats and Rats or Cats and Mice or something like that. Oh yeah,
I've seen some of that. I think he's been making that for years and years, and now
he has, yeah,
posting it.
And he
on Instagram.
He said that it was just like a series of comics that he made to just like have fun and like goof off and like just make a comic that he could just like come up with shit happening on it on the spot, and it doesn't matter where it goes. Just to have fun with it, and I think that's cool as hell, and it's a very fun project, so it pays off, I think.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I was thinking about comics as a way to, come up with a project for myself. I've been kind of kicking around what exactly it is that I want to do, but something. I just don't know what yet. Figure that out.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it.
That's the way you do it. We're trying to get a gang together to watch Beekeeper, but man, it's crazy how hard it is to schedule like a 2-hour movie with like a bunch of adults, you know?
I feel terrible. I feel like I'm like one of the hardest ones to get these days. Even like we're assembling that D&D thing, and like as it's happening, I'm like, oh god, I'm the reason this can't. I guess I'm not the only one that had like conflicting things, but I'm just like, I hate being the reason something gets held up. I would like, you know, if it comes down to it, I would rather just like do it without me if it's me, because
right.
I hate like, yeah, I don't know. It's not that I like don't want to be part of it. I do, but I definitely don't want to be the reason it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. And it's a hard it's hard because you also can't. I mean, you can't help it that you got shit on your plate. Like
my schedule sucks. I need to like get a new job or just, you know, accept the fact that I just exist in the hours of the night where no one else is conscious.
It's the unfortunate part about working in a restaurant is, number one, just that awful, like, when everyone else is working, you're at home chilling, and when everyone else is at home chilling, you're working, and it kind of really puts you at odds with most people, except for like your which is why your restaurant friends end up becoming like your friend, like such close friends, is because it's like, well, no one else is awake right now. But also,
you make the most of your money when people are free, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the only way a restaurant, like that's why it works.
Yep.
But it sucks.
And also, and I'm sure this is the same for you, Brandon, but not knowing when you're working until like the week ahead of time. Like you find out, oh, I'm working. Yeah. You don't know you don't have a schedule. You're just kind of like, oh, I'm working these days. I mean, you can kind of like guess maybe a rough schedule just because of like, you know, these days.
I know a rough window, but I don't know until the week, like what specific days I'm getting.
Which is rough.
Too.
Yeah.
Not that like woe is me or anything. You know, I'm an adult. I could pick a different line of work. It's just
hard.
Makes it hard is all.
Yeah. Well, I wish you the best of luck in your job seeking duties.
Thanks.
I guess the post office has ghosted you, or what's the deal with them?
No, I decided that was actually, there's not an easy way in to like a full gig. If I were to do that, I'd be starting with a way more inconsistent schedule and everything. Yeah, they basically start you as like this like on call part-time thing. So like they can basically, like she was like telling me, she's like, well, you'll find out like around 7 a.m. each day whether you're working or not.
Fuck that.
And like this, exactly. I was like, nah, that's worse. The thing I'm trying to get away from, that's that, but worse. So
that's stupid as hell.
Gonna skedaddle. And then basically, like if you get a real, like a full position, there's decent benefits like pension and things of that nature, but in order to get that, basically people have to retire or die, or you could just be stuck in your position for 20 years if everybody stays put. So that also is no bueno.
That is no bueno indeed. It's tough to find work.
I decided that was not a good solution.
Yeah.
To my problem.
Well, damn, dude, I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's all right. Things are good. I've just,
I know.
I have the privilege to be able to kind of browse around, so I'm just, thinking about it.
Well, someday, DrawBomb and all of this will be the keys to our kingdom, I tell you what.
That's right. I hope so. That'd be awesome.
The keys to the kingdom, I say. The keys to the kingdom.
I'm just about finished. Do you have anything else to plug?
Fuck.
Not that you have to. Just asking.
Shit.
A simple no is a fine answer.
There was a really funny Wizards with Guns sketch on YouTube recently, and People should watch it. It's really fucking funny. It's called... Let me just find it real quick. It's called The Guys Who Came Up with Dubai. And it's very funny.
Okay.
Only 2.5 minutes long, but it's so funny. That's it, you guys. That's my plug. Go subscribe to Wizards with Guns. They make good sketches, and more people should watch their sketches. And tell them we sent ya.
Yeah.
And then give them our emails. And then
ask them to watch our stuff.
Yeah. And then tell them we want to collab.
Ask them to respond to all the calls that we've left them.
Tell them
Please.
that I'd like to be called. I don't know what I was gonna
Big
say.
Papa?
Yeah, something gross. I was gonna say something gross.
You. That's unlike you. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Who would have guessed that would be the joke I would go for? Who could have seen that coming? I did. Okay. These are some fun poos right here.
Yeah, I like these.
I like your poo. I'm gonna.
Thanks. I like your poo too, bro. You
Thanks,
got a nice
dude.
poo.
You got a nice, healthy looking poo right there.
Yeah, yours is healthy as well. You fuck with fiber, bro?
Dude, I fucking fuck with fucking fiber. All fucking fuck.
Oh my god.
A lot of fuck.
That is.
I move my bear, man. Oh, I can do this. I'm just gonna put him in a group.
A bear man.
A bear man. What's happening here?
Let me know when yours is complete and I'll save it.
Oh, that's not a function of the group? Well, never mind. Oh no, what have I done? Oh my god.
Now.
Oh my god! Okay, I've got.
You really blew it, Buster.
Whatever, just save it!
Okay, I'll save it. Saving it.
Save it!
Elden Pooh. That's what this is titled.
Winnie the Ring.
There you go. There's a better answer in there. This is just the name of the file, okay?
Yeah.
You don't have to put it in stone just yet.
And the acres between.
He's I feel like you have to kill, like, Christopher Robin should be the final boss, right?
Yeah, Christopher Robin is the final boss for sure.
I have created all you see before you.
I can take
My
it
imagination
away.
knows no bounds.
I am.
That'd be cool if there's full on like Elden Ring, Winnie the Pooh, and then
You could make it. It's
afterwards.
public domain.
That's true. Except Elden Ring isn't. But
Well, no, but you could just make a game like Elden Ring,
like
you
a
know.
game. And then at the end it should be like the kid's imagination, he like hops on the bus after the fact, like that he was just in this giant like battle.
Yeah.
Like the end scene, there's like all the stuffed animals like cut up.
That would be what a twist.
I mean, they just did a FromSoft-esque Pinocchio, so that kind of feels
That's
somehow
true.
in the same kind of.
And it's apparently very good. They also just did
That's what I've heard.
they've also done a FromSoft crab game that people are also saying is very good.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
Which is interesting.
Well, thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. We
Yeah.
had quite the gang this evening.
Thanks for throwing money at us, Kyle and Austin. That was very nice of you
Oh yeah,
guys.
you guys are the best. Thanks Matty F, Z Newts, Stone Dog, Crazy Kyle, Leviathan Den, Belba Rocket. God, I'm forgetting people because I exited out of the chat. Lotus Clock.
DrawBomb. You forgot Balbo Rocket.
No, I didn't. I did say Bubble Rocket.
I know you didn't.
You're gonna get me killed. Thank you, everybody. We love you guys. You're the best.
Thank you all for. I don't know why you watch us, but you do. Oh wait, shit! I never
talk him out of it.
I never colored Boo's nose.
I saw that.
Oh my god!
But I didn't know if that was a choice.
It was not, Brandon.
Sorry, I almost said something literally like right before I said.
Oh my
goodbye.
god! Now you gotta save it again, Brandon. Ah. Okay, bye everybody. Bye.
It was a good move though. It looks better now.
It does look better. Bye everybody.